This sweatsuit feels like instant recovery mode. Meet the Smooth Spacer matching hoodie and joggers from Lululemon. In a weighty fabric that's soft on the inside and sleek against your skin, bringing that perfect cool-down feeling wherever the day lands. Smooth Spacer sets. Available now at Lululemon.com.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
I mean, what do you say to her?
This is a joke. I mean, nobody that's gone down to Florida is coming back. What was the old expression? Slim and none? I won't use the third word. Slim and none. About people that went to Florida, went to Texas, they're not coming back.
She's kind of saying the quiet part out loud, right? We just want you back so you can fund our far left policies in the state.
Won't happen. It won't never happen. And right now, I'm worried about New York because once they want to lower the estate tax, and I'm over a certain age. I'm eligible for estate tax. My kids will hate me if I don't move to Florida because they want. But they're punishing not only the rich. They're not only punishing the billionaires and the millionaires. They want to reduce the estate tax from $7 million down to $750,000. Everybody's house in New York is worth $750,000. So they want to punish everybody.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. They don't realize that. I should come back so I could feed the migrants.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Thursday edition of Bo Snerdley's Rush Hour. Been talking about those two things, and we'll continue to talk about them. That was John Catsimatidis on Fox today, and they asked him about this Kathy Hochul thing. Kathy Hochul urging, begging millionaires and billionaires to come back to New York. People have dug up Kathy Hochul. This is cut 25, Carlos, from 2022. Listen to what Kathy Hochul said before. And now listen to her begging for people to come back to New York. This is Kathy Hochul.
Fighting to bring government back to the people and out of the hands of dictators. And we're here to say that the era of Trump and Zeldin and Molinaro, just jump on a bus and head down to Florida where you belong, okay? Get out of town. Get out of town. Because you don't represent our values. You are not New Yorkers. You're not New Yorkers.
Get out of town. You're not New Yorkers. And so a lot of people did. Took her advice. They got out of New York. You don't have our values. You don't want to just pay all your money so that you can spend them on our ideological programs and have your money wasted on fraud, deceit, and spending on people that do not belong in the country. No. So go to Florida. Get out of here. You're not New Yorkers. They left. We played this the other day. This is cut 27, Carlos, and this is Hochul. You heard it back then. Get out of New York. This is Hochul to Politico, which is what set off this current story.
I know New Yorkers are exasperated. They feel that everything's stacked against them. They're not getting ahead. Their rents are too damn high. Their child care costs are high. Their utility bills, and thank you to Washington, we're going to have higher prices at the pump. We already do. Everything just seems so hard for people. So I understand that frustration. You should join me in the North Country yesterday in Ogdensburg and Watertown, and people are so upset about the tariffs, raising the cost of everything. So there is this anxiety, which is real, and we're continuing to address the affordability crisis, which I believe should be the number one priority of this legislative session. What can we do to take off some of that pain that New Yorkers are feeling that I hear about literally every day? What I want to make sure we are smart about is having a system in place where it's not just taxing for the sake of taxing, and being conscious of the facts that I need people who are high net worth to support the generous social programs that we want to have in our state. Right? Now, there are some patriotic millionaires who've stepped up. Okay, cut me the checks. I mean, just if you want to be supportive, but maybe the first step should be go down to Palm Beach and see who you can bring back home, because our tax base has been eroded. So I philosophically don't have a problem.
So that's
because
enough of
I
it.
have to look at the fact that
I need people of high net worth. Why do I need them? I need them to pay for our generous social programs. I need people willing to give their money away to me and other Democrats so that they can spend on our generous programs, which rely on your money. So your first order of business, go down to Palm Beach. Tell the people down there, come back home and spend more of your money after we told you to get out. After I told you to get out, come back because we need your money to spend on generous programs where we give your money away to other people. What a compelling argument. Democrats talk two sides out of both sides of their mouth all the time. I want to get through a lot today, folks. Let's turn to Joe Scarborough. Of course, the SAVE Act is still on the Senate floor. A story out of the Hill today. The Republicans have a circular firing squad going with the SAVE Act, et cetera, et cetera. But in this same cut 3, we have two Joe Scarboroughs. We have the Joe Scarborough of PMS Now, and we have the Joe Scarborough from 2003. Talking about the same topic, driver's licenses and illegal immigrants. In the same cut, you will hear a little break in between, and then you'll hear the other Joe Scarborough. So let's start with Joe Scarborough.
Republicans, they don't even allow your driver's license to be used as a way to be able to vote for your mayor, for your county commissioners, for your state senators, House members, governors, presidents, doing everything you can do to ensure that your unpopular party can somehow figure out a way to win in the fall. It's not going to work. It's absolutely outrageous.
The Democratic legislature has
This is the other one.
passed a bill out of committee that allows illegal immigrants to get a California's driver's license. That's right. And by giving these criminals the most accepted form of identification in America, the California Democrats buy votes for themselves, and it looks like, to me at least, that political gamemanship is trumping national security. As illegal immigrants are given a free pass, this plan seems to me to legitimize illegal immigration once and for all. And it's dangerous.
Do you believe the difference in Joe Scarborough? California, he rages, giving illegal immigrants driver's license, and he understood the impact of it then. It's a national security risk. It's dangerous. And now Joe Scarborough complains about it like he never heard the other Joe Scarborough. He's not the only one. Chris Van Hollen let the cat out of the bag. You keep hearing about how Republicans are so awful and mean because they don't want people to be able to just use their driver's license. He was speaking on the Senate floor, cut 8, and he let it slip. This is Chris Van Hollen.
You need ID for all sorts of things, and of course that's true. You need a license to drive a car. But guess what? That license that you get, that's not proof of citizenship. That doesn't qualify under this bill. Even the new real IDs don't qualify for proof of citizenship under this bill because there are non-citizens who have those forms of ID. So when Republican senators talk about how these other forms of ID that we use every day, suggesting that there could be used for this purpose, that's just not true. What this bill does is essentially narrow the forms of ID that you need to prove that you're a citizen in the first place.
Right. Okay, enough. Because, and he admitted it, and he admits it. Because illegals have driver's licenses, even the real ID ones. So this is why, ladies and gentlemen, people are saying, okay, bring your birth certificate, bring some other proof of citizenship. Because Democrats have rigged the game. They have allowed illegal immigrants to obtain real ID. They have allowed illegal immigrants to have driver's licenses. So you can't use those determining citizenship.